Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy T.
And it's your boy G.
And this your boy Jay.
And this is Unquoted, guys, your number one source for pop culture commentary. Let's go. Okay, guys, so today our discussion is called The Great Discussion. What we're discussing today, guys, is red flags with jobs. We've all been at a terrible job. We've all been at a great job. So we're just here today to discuss, going into a job, what should you look for, especially being a millennial? Because all of us are under 30 years old. We're all, trying to jump into the best career possible. So what do you guys think are red flags when you guys are just, looking for a job? Not that you necessarily have it already, but you're looking for it.
I would say, you ever see a job posting that, says that you would be doing a whole bunch of things like marketing, some, temp work, working at an office, this, that, and the third, and it could have 20 different things, right? But if one of them says sales, you will be doing sales.
Exactly.
Everything else is just it's literally all bullshit. It's just bullshit to kind of hide the fact that sales is in there. But yeah, it's gonna be sales. That's gonna be your job. Everything else, nah, it's not gonna happen.
I would say red flags to look for is always check the company's reviews on Glassdoor.com. Always check Glassdoor, and if their reviews are shitty, that job is shitty. Trust the reviews on Glassdoor.com, and just always trust the reviews. And if you've heard about a job being good, just look it up and see if it looks legit. That's always something to always point out and always look for. The reviews is the main thing to look for.
What I would say is the thing about Glassdoor is a lot of companies, because I know one of the companies I worked with, they told me to write a good review on Glassdoor. So you really can't trust Glassdoor, because my thing is if you see 5 stars for anything, just know that it's shady. Mm-hmm. So what you do with Glassdoor is you see the reviews are 5-star, scroll all the way to the bottom, go to the 1-star ones and read exactly what the 1-star ones are saying, right? Mm-hmm. Read what they're saying. And the ones that you trust, you read some of the 1-star ones, but read the 3-star ones. If you see 3 stars in a company, that's how you know it's a good company. Because there are only people who really love it. Majority of people aren't going to love their job and give it 5 stars. So that's a red flag. If you see it on Glassdoor, 5 stars, red flag.
If you see all 5 stars on the Glassdoor review, it's bullshit.
It's
No company is going to have all 5 stars from every single review. So that's bullshit.
That's super bullshit. But the other thing that D is saying, I can actually attest to this. And like I said, I don't know, some of you guys maybe be new to the channel or whatever, but all of us went to college together, and me and D used to be roommates, right? So D could actually say that he had witnessed me take one of these sales jobs, in which this is how it happened, guys. I'm going to tell a really short story. So essentially what happened was that I wanted to just do a fun, creative job or whatever. So I was looking around for internships. In my school, we had to get an internship. And what happened was that I had actually got an internship for this one company. And I'm going to just call this company just corporate, because I don't want to say its name out there, but because I don't want to get sued. But I'm going to just call this company corporate. So I signed up to go to corporate, right? And then I remember I had walked to the office, right? Or no, I had drove to the office. And the office was a super professional setting. It was super nice. Everyone was wearing $1,000 suit. It was looking really nice, right? And then I remember the first day I worked there, I got a call from my manager. He was like, hey, make sure you bring some outdoor shoes or something like that. So I was thinking, oh, they're probably going to walk me around the whole facility, because it was a big facility. So I was like, okay, I'll bring, my dress shoes, and I'll bring some outdoor shoes. Maybe he wants to do some team building exercise. No. That's not what it was. What it was, in fact, was that it was a door-to-door scam. So essentially I walked in there the first day in a suit, and then they yelled switch, bruh, and I kid you not, it was on some, you ever seen a cartoon where they just take off their clothes and they all of a sudden they got new clothes or something like that? It was just like that. It was they took off their suits and were these raggedy shirts and these beat up shoes, and it was door to door. So I'm not gonna go too much into that story. If you guys want to know, hey, DM me and maybe I'll make a whole episode about it. But guys, it's if it just what D was saying, if it says sales in there, or if it's vague, if you guys read a job description and it's vague as hell, they're just call for more details, it's sales.
Yeah.
It's like there's definitely gonna be sales right there.
Avoid the door-to-door jobs. Never take them.
Of course, avoid them like the plague. But this is another red flag. Let's say you like try to get the job and then you like talk to the person, and if that person kind of like brags about how hard we work here, like saying like, oh, we work hard and play hard, translation, we work hard as shit and barely play, like that's what that shit really means. And like if they try to like brag about, oh, Philip over there, he works 60 hours a week because he's a hard worker, be like Philip. And it's like, no, I'm working 40, bruh. I'm not gonna like work three like more hours each day just to satisfy you guys when I don't have to. It's like, nah, fuck that bullshit. That's dead.
Another red flag, if you just now starting off at a job and you starting to notice everybody around you is slowly leaving, either they're getting fired or quitting, either or. If you see people around you slowly starting to leave, get your ass on the way up out of there, because you might be next, and it might not even be your fault for why you out next. But you just know that if everybody around you is leaving and you just now starting at that job, you never know, you could be next. So start applying elsewhere.
Or if you go like, let's say you actually get the job now, right? Like kind of what Jay was saying. Let's say you get the job, and majority of the people that you work with are like, you ask them like, hey, how long have you been here? And they say less than like 2 years. They say less than a year, and you hear like 6 months, 8 months, 3 months. Then that's how you know that it's a job that has a high turnover rate, and it's probably not the best company. Because I remember one of the jobs I had worked with, and like the guy, I thought he had been there for years, and he's like, bro, I've only been here for like, I think it was either 3 or 6 months, and he was leaving.
Wow.
So what does that tell you about the company if the longest people there have only been there for a couple of months?
Damn, people be leaving left and right then.
Or if you happen to start a job and you talk to some of your coworkers and they're bashing the job right as you started, like, and they're telling you all these bad things about the company, get your ass on the way up out of there, because they ain't gonna just tell you some lie. Your coworkers are probably telling you the honest truth about what kind of company that is. Because why would they take the energy to lie about it?
No, that's definitely true advice. I think so too. You definitely have to talk to your coworkers. So what are some things, guys, that make jobs suck to you guys? Like, what are those things that like absolutely, like, once you hear the job has, it's like, no, it's a no.
Jesus, let me see.
Dysfunctional workplaces where just people are leaving left and right. Coworkers are gossiping about the job. You hearing about all these bad things about the company. The reviews are bad. So pretty much if those boxes are checked and you're disgusted by it too, on top of that, when you just started off, then yeah, don't work there.
Jobs that try to blend sick leave and your regular vacation days to like, well, yeah, pretty much that. Jobs that like do that shit. It's kind of annoying because they're like trying to, because they are trying to give you less days of like paid leave by putting it with your sick days.
Yeah, I mean, to me, one of the things that like I know, like if I went to a job and it was like complete micromanagement, that to me is like a key indicator that I have to leave. Because the thing about a job is that no matter what job you're going to get, there's going to be some level of stress, right? Like you can't completely avoid stress. It is what it is. Unless you're like, doing some job where you just don't do shit. Like I can deal with stress. My thing is I just can't deal with a micromanage, someone who's constantly emailing you or calling you every minute, or just like just all up in the Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor.
And another thing is, if the CEO of the company is crazy, or they look crazy or dysfunctional in any type of way, work your way up out of there, because it starts with the CEO and it works its way down. So if you got a crazy CEO or dysfunctional CEO, your management is CEO or dysfunctional. Then that trickles down to the supervisors. They're probably going to be dysfunctional or hate their job or want to work their way up out of there. And then it trickles down to the employees. So it all starts with the CEO. If you got a crazy CEO, get your ass up out of that job. Only work for a good CEO.
So have any of you guys had like past bad job experiences? And like I said, if it's current, you don't have to go into it. But like if it's in the past, you guys have any like past bad job experiences?
Hell yeah. Well, I did a door-to-door job one day, quit that shit the next day. I hated it. It was miserable. Out in the hot sun, had to wear a long sleeve shirt. It was probably like 6 or 7 people that worked at that company. It was very sketchy. I don't know why I took that shit. I think I just needed a job pretty badly, so I quit that shit the next day and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep looking." And then another company I had worked at was all the way in Alexandria, so it was a long ass drive. It was a crazy ass CEO, dysfunctional as hell. They had me literally doing nothing all day, so like I got bored out of my mind, and I was seeing people leave left and right, and I heard all these stories about how crazy the fucking CEO was. And let me not even go into how the many stories I heard about him.
Damn.
Or I'll be going all day.
That's crazy though. And I mean, besides the, door to door thing, I've done that too. We've all done it. That seems like it seems like a thing that everybody has to go through in their lives at least once. But I had a job where sometimes there would be nothing to do, and then I would just sit there, and then people will get mad. But I'm like, give me some work, and then things would be different. But if there's nothing to do, what can I do about it? And that shit was kind of annoying.
Forgot to also mention I worked as a server at Cheesecake Factory, and that shit was very miserable. I'm not gonna say which location, but that was awful. It was hot as hell in there. The lights were dimmed, so like it was the lights were dimmed so that way it sets the mood, but then you could barely see the fucking checks and receipts that you had to put in to the system. It was hot as hell, dysfunctional as fuck. Like whenever you needed something, it was never there, and shit was all over the place. People were running around like a chicken with their head cut off.
I think for me, like I worked at regular stuff when I was younger. Like I was 14, I worked at Burger King. I worked at Staples for a while. They both equally sucked. But just to get more into the door to door stuff, I remember like this door to door job, right? It was straight commission, right? Straight commission, and they had me go out with a trainer, right? They're like, well, you get paid for training. Basically, how you got paid was if your trainer made money, you would make like 20%, something crazy, 25% of what your trainer made. So if he made zero, you made 25% of zero. And I remember one day I was going door to door and my trainer didn't make shit. Like he did not make shit. And he was like one of the best people who didn't make anything. And I was like, so you're telling me I spent 8 hours today walking around in the hot ass sun to get 0.0 cents in my bank account? It's crazy. And then not only that, one time, like we're going door to door, right? And like this dog attacked someone, like one of our workers, and like the people who work there just kind of like shrugged it off, like damn, that's fucked up. Like, we work for you guys. Like, you guys aren't gonna pay for the hospital bill or something. Like, they just were completely like, all right, bro, like it's been real. Like, you got attacked by a dog, but hey.
Oh my god, that's insane.
That was the breaks, kid.
Right.
But yeah, bad job experiences. Everybody has them. And it's just a matter of time. If you haven't had one yet, you will. Everybody has at least one or two bad, terrible job experiences that they go through in life. But you just gotta work. You just gotta work your way up, getting the hell out of there if it's that miserable, and don't waste too much time there.
So what I'm gonna say is, well, just before we wrap things up, guys. So what are like what is your order of importance with jobs? Because like there's a couple different qualities that make your job good. So I know like the job I currently work right now, I'm not gonna get into details because I still fucking work there. But I know my coworkers are like the best part. Like I love my coworkers. But like, let's say out of like, your coworkers, your hours, your pay, your management, the customers, the job culture. Like, what do you guys think is like the most like essential things to you, the qualities that a job must have in order for you to like it? Or for it to be bearable for you? Like, what are like the top 3 out of the qualities I just named?
Top 3?
I would say good coworkers, good management. So like if you have good coworkers that you're able to work with every day and they're able to help you out here and there, that's like one of the things that's the most valuable. Then I would say second would be like distance. I would say it just can't be somewhere that's super far away. That's also another important thing. And then of course pay. got to be something that pays decent.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of similar. I would say coworkers, because having good coworkers makes the job like bearable. Distance, not so much, because one, like, if the pay is good, you can always afford to like move closer. So that would also lead to my third thing, which was pay, and then I guess last it would be management, because a good manager can make a huge difference, and a bad manager can make a big difference as well. Honestly,
Yeah, I know for me, first off is the pay because I have to get paid good. Like you can work in the best place, but if you're making like $10 an hour, $8 an hour, not to shit on anyone who is, but like I mean, I'm not gonna be able to live off of that. So it doesn't matter how much you enjoy it, you can't really support yourself. So to me, pay is like the most important. But the other thing besides pay is definitely management. Because when you work, I've had bad management before where it's just kind of like it doesn't matter what you do, it's an L either way, and that makes your job more stressful, and it makes you just not even want to be there. So like management to me is definitely like a big thing. So that definitely no micromanagement. And the last one, it's definitely to me it has to be my coworkers because I think your coworkers, the thing about it is like I don't like to get too personal with any of my coworkers, but I think having the right coworker matters because sometimes if you have like gossiping coworkers who like say something behind your back and then it gets to manage, you know what I'm saying? Like it can make
hmm
it can make stuff messy. So I think
Yeah.
just having good, like solid people who are willing to contribute to your team, who like put in equal work, and it's not like you just working and then they're just like reaping the benefits. So I think definitely for me, like I said, the pay is number one, management number two, and then the coworkers. But to me, the most important out of the two is it has to be pay and management because I can get over not liking my coworkers. It sucks. It would suck, but like I can get over that. But management to me is just like, damn, I gotta have reasonable management.
Facts. Definitely, yeah. Good coworkers, good management. You got a good CEO. Most likely, that's going to trickle down to the rest of the company. Good pay, good distance. All those are very important factors to always take into consideration.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, when you're young, you can't really expect to get all of them, guys. I know it sucks, especially when you're getting out in the job field. So at least my thing is aim for like two of them or three out of the many ones I had mentioned before. But anyway, this has been your boy T,
this has been your boy D.
This has been your boy Jay.
and we are out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys.